Hey everybody, it's Brad at Dayport Brothers LLC out in Versailles, Ohio. Going to do another walk around video followed by an operational video on this 2011 Bobcat S185 that came in and we're putting up for sale. Like always, I'll walk around, I'll talk about the features and functions. I'll get up close to everything, show you everything that I see, tell you everything that I know, and then of course we'll fire it up, kind of run it through its paces, show you a little bit of play that it has up front in the loader pins, let you hear the engine, show you that it tracks good and straight and turns strong to both directions. As always, if you are in the market for a used skid steer, a used piece of construction equipment, or a used piece of ag equipment, please subscribe to the channel. Please like the video. Your likes and subscriptions help other people who are looking for machines find our videos and find our machines, and we truly do appreciate it. All right, like I said, this one's a 2011 S185 cab with heat, 2-speed power Bobtach, sticks and pedals, deluxe panel. Of course, this will be a pre-emissions Kubota diesel engine. This one has self-leveling bucket and of course 1,850 pound lift capacity. This one has 5,015 hours. Starts up good, runs strong. I'll show you here in a little bit when we do the operational video. There's some play in these front pins. I've seen way worse, but there's definitely some play up here. As I get up close to everything, you'll see that there's some rust on this machine. It's definitely been in something corrosive, whether it was salt or what, I don't know. But the white paint that's still here is actually pretty bright. But you can see up here on the loader arms, some paint peeled off down there and up here as well. But that white paint is pretty bright. This loader arm here looks pretty good. Coming down here and behind the tires, you can see still has quite a bit of the white paint, but it is flaking off in some spots. It does have some rust down here, and you can kind of see where the paint's flaked off. There's some rust underneath there. The front tires are not the greatest. As you can see, they are a little wore down on tread. Not a lot of tread life left there. They are holding air. We have not had to add air to them. As you'll see, all four rims kind of match up to this one. There's some rust around the rims here. Coming back here, everything is pretty straight. And like I said, the white paint's nice and bright. I've got the door open on the back already here just to make it easier for me to get into that engine compartment in a little bit. So that does shut up tight. It's just kind of hard to open with one hand. So I've got it already open. But as you can see, a little bit of paint peeling down here around the edges as well. Coming around to the back, kind of hard to tell here because of the way the sun is, but that back door is nice and bright. Kind of uncommon for these older machines. They usually faded pretty bad, but it's actually fairly bright on this orange on this door. Pretty straight, couple little scratches here and there, but no big dings in the door. Doesn't look like it's really been backed into a lot of stuff like you'll see a lot of times. Up here, this top, a little bit of rust bubbling through a little bit, but it's pretty straight. That mesh isn't all smashed in like you'll see a lot of times. Coming around on this side, again, paint chipped off around the edges, but pretty bright white paint here. Decals look pretty good. Again, peeling down here on the bottom, around the edges. This rear tire matches up really well to the other side. I'm gonna say the rears are probably 10-15% tread life. I think I'm being pretty fair there. The rims match up all the way around. See some paint flaking off here. Again, behind the wheels on this side, still has quite a bit of the white paint, but it is starting to bubble in some spots and it's flaking off in a few spots. That inspection shield down here, again, is kind of rusty. This front tire matches up really well to the other side. Not much tread life left there. And again, that front rim, rusty like the other three are. Coming down the side on this loader arm, again, that white paint is fairly bright. It is flaking off, and especially around the edges. I don't see any cracks or welds anywhere on the loader arms. I don't really see any down here on the back of the skid steer plate either. Everything looks pretty good there. Taking a look at the bucket. Bucket's fairly straight. Couple little small spots where it's got a little bit of a wave to it. I don't see anywhere though that it's got any holes in it or it's wore through anywhere. As you can kind of see, that cutting edge is pretty darn good. Lots of life left in that cutting edge. We'll go around and take a look inside the engine compartment. Take a look at that pre-emissions Kubota diesel. Okay. As you can see here, nice and dry up here on the top. Same thing over here. I'm not seeing any oil or diesel running down the side. As you can see, some of that paint is starting to wear off and it's showing a little bit of surface rust around there. The block's dry. I don't see any oil or diesel running down the side of the block here. Inside of the back door's in pretty good shape. Again, shuts up nice and tight. Take a look at the cab. Up here again, quite a bit of paint flaked off up here and it's got some rust. The steps fairly straight, but again, it's got some rust. Back down there. All the glass looks good. The door's in good shape. I don't see any cracks in any of the glass anywhere. Here at that door jamb, as you can see, there's rust up here. The inside of that door's got a little bit of rust there too. The seat's in good shape. I don't see any cuts or tears in the lower cushion. The back cushion looks pretty good. Couple little spots right there. I don't know if you can see where it's kind of just wearing a little thin there on that vinyl. Take a look at our operating sticks. Everything looks good up here. That rubber is starting to wear. Obviously it's got 5,000 hours. It's not a new machine, so that those little rubber pieces are kind of wore. But the actual stick part up here is good. All the toggle switches look good. Same thing over here on this side. All the toggle switches look good. That rubber's wore, but the actual stick itself looks like it's in pretty darn good shape. Like I said, deluxe panel. Got some of your control switches up here. 5,015 hours. Looking back here, these cylinders look good up here. Nothing cracked or welded up here. And like I said, the back of the skid steer plate, I don't see any welds or plating anywhere down there. All right, like I said, this is a 2011 S185. Plenty of photos on our website. That's listed down below in the description. We'll fire it up, get right into an operational video. If you have any questions, comment down below. We'll try to answer them for you.